Hey everybody, it's the last day of Feast of Blades. I'm here with Chandler Lee. He's the president, CEO, Grand Poobah, and semi-professional sumo wrestler here at Feast of Blades.
Right, yeah, all of the above.
All of the above. So, for everybody who doesn't know, can you give us like the quick 30-second elevator pitch of what Feast of Blades is?
Yeah, we like to call ourselves a celebration of gaming, and what really that means is basically come here, have a good weekend, throw some dice. Yes, there's tournaments, but there's also everything else. There's side games and things to do at night and have fun and trivia. Basically, because we understand you're on vacation, tournaments are a part of it, but come and enjoy your hobby.
Yeah. So, I know a lot of people when they think about these big tournaments like this, they think 40K, but you guys have a lot of other games here. What else do you have?
We have War Machine, we have Fantasy, we have Infinity. We have all sorts of demos in this area over here. A little bit. We had Mobile Suit Zero, which is a Lego war game.
Yeah, I actually tried to demo that. It's a great game.
Yeah, it kind of throws you off to begin with, and then you play it and you're like, this is actually kind of cool. Destructible terrain, and yeah, pretty neat.
So we've got a lot of people here. About how many people or so do you think you have attending?
I would say we are in about the 600 range. It's really kind of hard to tell until I actually sit down and do it.
Sure.
Because, for example, we have a lot of people come on Friday who won't be here Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
And then we have people coming on Sunday who weren't here Friday, Saturday, particularly Magic players or side event players. Okay. But yeah, it's pretty good growth.
Was this an increase from last year?
Definitely. Last year we finished at about low 3s. So this year we finished about low 6s. It's good growth.
So your staff has been great this whole weekend. I mean, they've been on their ball. They've been very friendly to work with. About how many people do you have working here?
We have about 25 guys on staff, and then we have other just people who volunteer day of, and they want to help out where they can. But there's about 25 staff that are actually full-time helping.
All right, and so are they paid or volunteers?
All volunteer.
Okay.
Yeah, we get paid in hugs and rainbows.
I hear you. Speaking of volunteer work, there's actually a number of charities that are going on. Some of these tournaments are for charities.
Particularly the Wounded Warrior event. Myself and a lot of my staff are veterans, so we take a portion of the ticket sales and donate that to Wounded Warrior.
That's great. So I got to ask, since we're coming up on since this is the last day, what's anything notable that's happened, you think? Anything that stood out to you?
Yes, but there's been a lot. I can't really pick something out. One thing that has been really interesting for me is no one's complained about the missions, really.
Really?
I don't know if you know, but we are running straight rulebook missions. No mashups with mission 1 and mission 2 together to be one mission. People are laughing a little bit because on our screen we have a picture of the deployment zone and the name of the mission. So it'll be 1N, and it'll say the relic. The guys are sitting here like, what else?
That's it.
The relic. Open your rule book. Read the relic. This is the deployment. Have fun. And we were kind of taking a risk with it because we weren't sure if it'd be dynamic enough for a tournament scene. And guys really seem to like it because they're just they already understand those missions. They've played them 100 times. So it's not I wonder what's going to happen today. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's cool. So let's say that for whatever reason, I really don't want to participate in a tournament, but I want to come down. What other kind of events do you have going on? You mentioned there's a few game demos going on.
There's all sorts of great demos. We have Free Blades. We had Bladestone Keep up here. We have the Narrative, which I think right now they're setting up, half a dozen Warlord-sized Titans.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of them put together.
It's really amazing. Not to mention we have a whole video game area where you can just play all sorts of console games, Mortal Kombat and such. The demos, we've got a massage therapist here if you just want to come and relax for a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen more than a few people taking advantage of that.
She was a little bit more than busy.
Yeah. So you guys also had like your XWing event, the Destroy the Death Star.
Yes.
So
yeah, that was great fun. We went and bought a whole bunch of X-Wing stuff, which was kind of hard because Fantasy Flight's product has been hard to get a hold of.
It is.
Yeah, we built a whole Death Star. Oh, no.
Okay, keep in or out.
We built a whole Death Star, and then from there we just flew a whole bunch of X-Wings and TIE Fighters into it. It was kind of an epic battle.
Yeah, I helped take part in that, and it was a great game.
Yeah.
Although you mentioned you built a lot of that terrain. There's a big stigma that when you go to a big tournament like this, all you get is a colored piece of cardstock and maybe like a little foam hill. But all of your guys' tables have been really beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you guys get support from other companies or from local game stores? Or
I mean, there's one game store we get local support from, HQ Games, which is our home store. But what I mean in the way of support is he'll give us space to do it in. 99% of it is just building all year round in our basements.
Okay.
And we have whole assembly lines. We have the great fabricator general who gets us all organized, and we go, literally it's an assembly line of terrain. You assemble, you base coat, you highlight, you finish, and you put in the box. And it just bunker after bunker and building after building. And that's why it's, you'll see a lot of them are one or two types of setups. Mm-hmm. And then we have the open, which is all sorts of weird stuff. We'll have these weird trees that kind of feel like you're on Pandora.
Yep.
From Avatar. But that's just to give a different feeling between the invitational and the open.
Right.
So yeah, it's just a lot of work, and then not destroying what you did last year, so we can build on it.
So you guys are able to reuse what you made this year for next year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, speaking of next year, do you have any plans? I know it's a little early to be talking about next year, but
I'm always thinking about next year. The plan again is more growth. We got to find more space. We're really going to explode with Magic and video games. Okay. So just see more of general gaming getting added on to the already awesome miniatures.
Okay. Because I'll say, yeah, my wife is not a huge miniature tabletop gaming, but is there something for her and for the kids to kind of come and do as well?
Yeah, this year it's a little bit more informal. We have an indoor pool. There's all sorts of, it's a full service hotel, so there's restaurants and spas and whatever you need to do. Denver is a really welcoming city.
It's been great.
So, you can go out, your wife can take the kids to the zoo and all those things. We are getting enough wives and significant others now that what we'd like to do next year is organize some sort of official outing where they all get on a bus.
Like a +1 party or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just because 3 days can kind of wear on you if you're here the whole weekend. But yeah, we love people bringing wives and families.
Great. All right. Do you guys you want to talk about the website, or you guys have a Facebook page, or if somebody can get some more information?
You can go to our website, feastofblades.com. That's a lot of the really important updates. So changes to the schedule, tickets sell out, things along those lines. And then we have our Facebook page, which is obviously on Facebook. It's under Feast of Blades. And that's where we do a lot of the updates for, hey, look at this cool piece of terrain we built. Hey, look at this thing we did. What do you guys think of this? Here's a funny picture we found on the internet.
Right.
So yeah, both ways are great ways to stay in touch with us.
So it kind of keeps your website a little more streamlined for the players. So we're not having to dig through a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and it just comes from experience. I don't like it when I'm trying to find what's the list deadline date. Right. And I've got to go through pictures of the guys building terrain and cooking a barbecue. I'm like, that's really cool. But I don't want to have to dig through page after page after page. So we try and keep the website just really high-level, important information, and then the Facebook page is all that fun stuff that people want to follow.
Right, sure. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking a bit of time for us, because this is the longest I've seen you standing in any one spot. So I know you're a busy guy, so I'll let you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Take care.